Susie here. Thanks for tuning in today. Hope everybody's doing well out there. And in today's video, I'm just sharing with you guys something that I've discovered recently. Not discovered, but something that I've realized recently that has really drastically improved my skin. Just something I guess I just really didn't think about, even though it's like common sense, and a lot of you guys probably already know this. But for some reason, it just kind of dawned on me that maybe this was going to be the best way for my skin. I have very, very sensitive, acne-prone skin, and even as someone who is now in my upper 30s, I just have very sensitive skin. It seems like any little thing will aggravate it, and it will just create this little acne flare-up. And especially like if we're throwing in like it's already that like time of the month, yeah, forget about it. My skin is like retaliating. One of the things that always seemed to bother my skin, no matter how much I seemed to clean them, was my makeup brushes. So I would, clean my makeup brushes. I would wash them, every couple weeks, I would say I would wash my makeup brushes. And for some reason, it would be great like for about a week. And then all of a sudden I would start getting little bumps, usually like right along the jawline or like right over here. I would start breaking out and I would be like, okay, I've got to wash my makeup brushes again, I guess. So I would be washing my makeup brushes almost on a weekly basis, which isn't really that hard, I guess. I can definitely like find the time to wash my makeup brushes on a weekly basis. Do I want to wash them on a weekly basis? Not really, if I'm being totally honest with you. I don't really want to wash makeup brushes every single week on the weekend, as I'm trying to relax or do other things or get other things done. And then I gotta wait for them to dry, and cleaning my makeup brushes weekly is just not really that convenient for me. And I don't know, maybe I just have very oily skin. Maybe the oils on my skin transfer onto the makeup brushes. I don't really know. And I don't know, maybe you guys have also dealt with this same kind of issue. So one of the things I used to use in the past was a beauty blender. And I found that when I used a beauty blender, I actually had less breakouts. And I do rewash my beauty blender. So if I have a beauty blender, I actually do wash it and, try to use it as many times as I can before throwing it out, because I do like to save money, one, because I don't have to constantly keep repurchasing the beauty blenders, but two, I just don't want to, I want to be eco-friendly. I don't want to just throw them away after using them like once or twice. So I do like to rewash them and, wash them and use them a few times before I actually get rid of them. And I do really like them, but sometimes I don't really want to get it damp, squeeze it out, have to use it on my face. And sometimes the damp beauty blender isn't always like the best with certain types of foundations, or if I want to use like a tinted moisturizer, it just doesn't really work very well with a damp beauty blender. Recently, I guess I would say like at probably the end of fall, maybe like early winter, I got a pack of these value pack of these assorted sponges from my local Dollar Tree for $1.25. Amazing deal. This thing was full and there's still a few left in here, and I just took one out for today. Different shapes. There was like beauty blenders in here. There was like more just like regular little thin sponges. There are some sponges that are like kind of more of a different texture. So it just really depends on like what you're looking for. This one's a little bit thicker, a little like more firm. So there was like tons of different kinds of sponges in here. And I started using these, and I'll use them for probably like, a few weeks or so. I would say a couple weeks, I guess. I'll use the sponge, and then I'll typically, either wash the sponge out. If I can, I'll try to wash it out and reuse it. These blender types are definitely more easier to wash out than these like flat ones. but I'll go ahead and I'll use these, and you know, then I'll get rid of it, toss it. And I have found that just by, I guess, changing them out more often, not reusing the same ones over and over and over again. And I don't know, something about the actual sponge just helps my skin break out a lot less. I have like one right here, but I really don't have that many. And this one actually, I think, is more of like just some kind of weird bump or something that I've picked at. So just using these, I don't know, they tell you to get these wet, even like these ones, but I personally do not get these wet. And it also says you can use these with powder, so you can use them with foundation, powder, I guess really anything that you want to. So I'm going to just show you guys real quick how I apply this with these sponges, but I just really have noticed such a difference in my skin since I've been using these. And I'm definitely going to go to my Dollar Tree and pick up another pack of these, because for $1.25, that is amazing. That there is so many of them in there. They also had them at Five Below when I went there, so if you have a Five Below near you, there's like different shapes, different kinds. So I just get the little sponge, and I've already applied my concealer, and I haven't gotten this damp or anything. It's just a plain sponge, not damp. And I just apply it in a patting motion, and my foundation and tinted moisturizers and everything has not ever looked better. I don't know, it blends it out really nicely. I don't have any kind of weird, you know, like texture or anything on my skin. And I've actually found, I guess maybe because I'm doing this patting motion, that my makeup will actually last longer and stay on my skin longer and has a more natural look to it. I just love them. I love these little sponges, and honestly, there are days when I like wash my makeup brushes and I'm like, oh, I could use my makeup brushes, you know, they're nice and clean and everything, and I reach for the sponge. I reach for it. I don't know, maybe it's the convenience, maybe it's just that I love the way how easy they are, you know, and just how they make my skin look. But I just find that they just work so much better. I've had less breakouts, and if I'm particularly having like a really, really bad breakout, then it's very convenient to be able to get a fresh sponge and just not have to worry about using something that I feel like might be contaminated or something like that, you know, or have like a lot of excess oil or anything on it. Makeup brushes can harbor a lot of oils and a lot of bacterias, and even though you go and you wash them and you get them extra clean, still it seems like somehow that all gets embedded and just harbors in the brush even regardless. So I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I just really love using these little cosmetic sponges, and they're so affordable. They look good, they're convenient, and even if you're trying to save money and you don't want to keep repurchasing them, you can definitely wash them off and reuse them. So they're still very eco-friendly. I love them. I know this is a very simple video and it's not anything groundbreaking or anything new that you guys haven't already known about, but I just wanted to put this out there that if you're someone that struggles with very sensitive skin, maybe you also don't love makeup brushes, or maybe you just like the feeling of a sponge rather than a makeup brush, or maybe you're just worried about, you know, like flare-ups, like, again, maybe very acne prone skin. Think about looking into these assorted sponges, especially these ones from Dollar Tree. They're very affordable and they're just plain awesome. Really just good for the sensitive skin, because you can just kind of wash them out, reuse them, and toss them, get a fresh one when you're ready for it. I just think it works a lot better for my skin personally. And you can also use them with things like these little banana powders or just regular face powder. And I also want to mention, if you prefer something maybe a little bit more, even more eco-friendly, I guess I would say, they also sell on Amazon these little puffs. This is a Yo Twin puff that I actually wash and reuse. I've reused it already probably like 6 times. And I actually use this to apply my banana powder. It does a really nice job. It does a way better job than any of the brushes that I have. And these are also very nice and washable. You can get a pack of them, different sizes, big ones, small ones. You can use them to apply foundation. You can use them to apply your, face makeup, whatever. You can use them on your body. I mean, anything you want to use them for. And they're just very nice, very washable. They wash really, really well. I just put a little soap, squeeze it, clean it just a little for a few minutes, and it comes right clean. And I air dry them. They're perfect. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down below. Have you ever used these kinds of sponges from Dollar Tree, or do you even prefer a sponge to a makeup brush? What is your go-to? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and take care.